I don't know. I think I don't have anything to say. Welcome back to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy, bringing you another video, and this video is the July mail haul. Everything I've added to my collection in the month of July, and it's happening now. And a big announcement happening right here on this show. We hit 500 subscribers.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
I think we're actually at 502 as of right now, which is unbelievable. Now, YouTube, they need me to accomplish one more goal within that realm of 500 subscribers, which is a bunch of watch hours. Got to get people to watch the videos longer or put out more content. I think 2 videos a week is probably the max of what I'm going to be able to do. So I got to get people to watch longer, make longer videos, whatever else, and I got to hit another little goal, but I'm not going to bore you with all that stuff. We hit the main goal that I had established back in November, the end of November when I started these videos, and I cannot believe we hit it. I appreciate it so much. And if you're just new to the show, if you could do something to help me out and to get that number even higher, please hit the like, the subscribe, and that bell notification so you can be notified of all upcoming content. Like I said, there's 2 videos per week. And just in case you've missed some videos, right up here, we've got the signature, the autograph video that I did with all of the different signatures and autographs that are in my collection that are graded, that all have to do with Star Wars. And I threw in a couple miscellaneous stuff that was not Star Wars, and you got to check the video out. We also had a CAS unboxing video, tons of amazing items. All the items that were up for sale from this unboxing are already down with Rogue 5 Toys, and they are selling them on the Facebook group. And the last video that I will announce is right here. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video. It's all the Ninja Turtles that are in my collection. And here's a bunch of them that are all graded. And there's actually more to come. I've got a few more that are off to be graded. And we'll get those back in. And then I'll be a future CAS unboxing video. But if you haven't seen those videos, make sure to check them out. That bell notification that you already clicked will help you know about all the upcoming videos that are just like these ones that we went over. There's also a bunch of videos that come out every single week, which is the eBay listing videos where I list a bunch of Star Wars items on eBay. We go over the price points, what they sell for. I give shout outs to all those people that made purchases. It's kind of like the garage sale people that you see on YouTube that are running around, picking up items and then selling them and flipping them on eBay. That is pretty much what I do, but the Star Wars side of things. And all these videos that I've discussed are right down below in the description. You can go ahead and click on the links that I have down below. There's also the links to my socials. Make sure to check those out. And I think that's all I have to say. I appreciate it again. 500 subscribers. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. And let's get into this video. Okay, the first item up is a comic. And it is Something is Killing the Children, number 16 from Boom Studios from May of 2021. It's the Virgin edition. It's a 9.8 by CGC. And here it is. There's the back. It's a white page version. And I got this on a drawing from John the Action Figure Grader through his Patreon. All we had to do as a Patreon member is go in and make a comment, and he did a random drawing on the people who left comments, and I won this comic. And I didn't even realize I'd won the comic. And which is crazy because I go in and I like every single one of his posts. I just somehow had missed the winning post that he did stating that I was one of the winners. And all of a sudden, a package arrived on my door. I recognized the handwriting, but I just couldn't place whose handwriting it was. And I was like, did somebody send me the wrong item? And so I did a little bit of research, looked through, and figured out, oh my gosh, I'd won the drawing and got this awesome comic. I've already added it into my list of comics to start pricing it. And John, really appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity to get this. Next one up is also a comic. It's the last comic I got here in July. And this is Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures #1, The Peachtree Playthings 2022 9.8 white pages. I got this from Chris over at 5 Idiots Talking Toys on their rogue5toys.com sales page. And this is a great cover. I don't think I had Yoda on any of my covers for my Star Wars comics. And I just did that Yoda video, which the thumbnail's popping up right here. And when this thing popped up for so cheap, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I got to add this to my collection. So that's what I did. And then I added it in to my comic book tracker. So now this is being tracked with my collection. Next up is a custom item I got off a Facebook Star Wars group. Look at this. How cool is this? It's the Wampa severed arm. And it looks like it is legit. It is on a custom card that looks like it was from The Empire Strikes Back. It's got that Wampa in there all bloodied up with the arm. And this was from Steven Radicek. I'm assuming is how he says his last name. I don't really know. There's so many consonants in it. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I hope I didn't butcher it. But this is awesome. He made a whole bunch of these, and I was like, I've got to have this in my collection. It's just too cool to pass up, and it was a pretty decent price, too, for probably how much the work went into this. Definitely worth the price I paid, but this is awesome. Okay, we've got some graded DVDs coming up, and this first one is by CGC. It's a 9.4, The Dark Knight Rises, and, there it all is. It is a DVD. This is probably one of my favorite superhero movies, and I think it's my son's as well. We were actually just talking about this series of Batman: The Dark Knight, and he was saying how he wanted to watch it. We didn't get around to it, but anyways, I saw this up for sale. It was too cheap to pass up. I think it was like $40. And yes, this is another rabbit hole that I have gone down slowly. I have, I think, 10 graded VHS or DVDs, and I'll have a video coming up soon to go over what all those are, because I got some Star Wars ones, some Indiana Jones, so pretty cool stuff to go over, and they just look so nice, and they are so displayable on the wall. The next one I got is because we've got Beetlejuice coming up, Beetlejuice 2, and I'm looking forward to seeing that, and this is the 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, 9.6 by CGC, and it came out in 2008. And there it all is. It's all sealed up. Looks nice. Very displayable. And love it. All right, if you know anything about my collection and you've seen my videos, you know I'm on a baggie run. It seems like that's kind of the things that I've been bidding on lately. And here we picked up an ATST driver. It's the Taiwan baggie. And let's take a look at what we got. We have an 80 here. It is 1984 Kenner Star Wars baggy style Return of the Jedi-H ATST driver, but it is the Taiwan version, as the Taiwan is written right there on the baggie. And if I look on the back, I believe it says Taiwan, but I can't see the glare on it. It's too much, and my eyesight at this time of the morning that I'm filming this is not going to allow me to see it, but I'm pretty sure it says Taiwan. And this is a great figure. The print is real nice on that baggie. There isn't much of the blue missing. I think there's just a tiny little bit on the K here, but that's about it. So it looks super nice. Love adding that to the baggie run. Okay, here is one. Another baggie. It is your Bespin Luke Skywalker, and this is a style of baggie that I do not have yet in my collection. And let's go over what it is. This is by AFA. It's an 80 plus. It's 1984 Kenner Star Wars bagged figure. It's a Palatoy-Q baggie and looks awesome. It's got the Made in China right here across the bag. It's a heat sealed baggie, so there's no tape. It's heat sealed on the top and the bottom. Figure in there looks awesome. It is a raised bar, no COO. Oops, you can't even see. It is a raised bar, no COO right here on the back of his leg. I can actually see that. And this is awesome. And I have now, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 Bespin Luke Skywalkers of all different styles, variants, release locations, and this will be number 9. And so I need to make more room because I don't have room up there for all my Bespin Luke Skywalkers, but love having this. This is awesome. Okay, here we go. We've got the battle-damaged X-Wing, and this will probably be the first time you've seen me put a vehicle that's in my collection that is not graded in some way, shape, or form. But here it is. This is one of my favorite vehicles growing up. I can't remember what birthday it was, but my grandparents surprised me and drove the 4-hour drive from the southern Oregon coast where they lived, brought me this, not this exact one, but this vehicle, all sealed up, bought it from Toys R Us, and they came and dropped it off with me and spent the afternoon with me, and I can still remember that, and there's a picture of it somewhere. I'm going to look through my pictures, and if I have it, I'm displaying it. If I can't find it, then it's gone. But it would be me as a kid holding this as I got it for my birthday. I'm guessing I was 6 or 7 at the time, but I cannot remember. It's in excellent condition. There's just a little bit of some, marks and stuff along here, but it's all complete. It's working, and the box is a little beat up, but I'm going to still display it. I'll probably just put it in the box and display it, but here we got a big chunk out there. So I might try to find an acrylic of some sort that'll kind of, put this all together and keep it in one piece. But otherwise, just besides that one tab, it's not in that bad a condition. It'll display nicely. But this is a nostalgic piece and can't wait to get this up on the wall somewhere. Okay, here is the next item. It is a loose graded Jabba the Hutt playset, and I got it for a steal on eBay. I was blown away at the price point that it went for. It almost went for the price of one of these loose and the grading costs. So it just, whatever the person, whoever had it, they just kind of broke even. Actually, they probably lost money when you add in all the shipping costs and the shipping to me, because it was free shipping on the eBay item, which I purchased. And if we go over this, I don't want to tilt it too much, but we've got a UKG 85%, and it is the Star Wars Jabba the Hutt playset, 1983, Hong Kong COO. We'll spin this guy around, and there it is. Look how nice this thing is. It's beautiful. It's gigantic. It matches up with the sealed Jabba the Hutt playset, which I had sent in, and this is probably from a CAS unboxing video. I will put that thumbnail up right here. And on this one, we got a 70 plus. The box is the thing that's being graded, so these boxes were pretty beat up. It originally sold for $9.91 on clearance at Toys R Us. Just imagine if we could go back in time and go through Toys R Us and pick up all those items from, when they first were released. But this guy got a CAS. It's qualified, so the tape on one side had come loose, but nothing had been touched on the inside. So everything's still complete, still has all the inserts and everything. Everything's still in the baggies. And this is a 1983 Kenner Star Wars Return of the Jedi Jabba the Hutt action playset 70 plus. So these guys go right next to each other or on top of each other in the display. And I tried to win one of those line art sealed boxed ones a couple weekends ago, because I was going to send that off to be graded, so I'd have all 3 of these next to each other, but I missed out. I think I was the second highest bidder on it and lost out on it. Now for the last item. If you know what this is, you know what this is. This is the Darth Vader Dutch Clipper, the item that I have struggled with ever since making these videos and sending items off to CAS. I had one of them that was loose without the box here. This is the box that this figure came in, and it was loose, no baggie or anything. They rejected the saber and said that I needed a different type of saber. So then when they sent it back to me, I found that other type of saber. I then sent it in. Then they rejected it again. Didn't tell me why they rejected. Just said the saber wasn't right, and they didn't even give me a chance to send in a replacement. I found out that it was rejected when I got a big box of other items that had been graded sent back to me, and that's not usually how they operate. Usually they'll give you a chance to fix the mistake. But I guess maybe they're just fed up with that Dutch clipper Darth Vader as well. So I ended up sending that down to Brandon at 5 Idiot Stock and Toys to sell it on their rogue5toys.com sales page. And let's take a look at what this looks like on the inside. So now this will be sent off for a grading. I have a credit that's sitting there now with CAS. I'm going to be careful with this guy. But here is the sealed baggie Dutch clipper. There's the saber. The saber is a round tip transition. And that is what I sent them in the second time. But here it is. There you can even see there's a texture on this cape. Now, there's a couple of versions of this Dutch clipper. One of them is real prominent with a texture that's on the cape, and then one that's a little bit more smooth. There's also another one that I've seen that CAS has graded that has a flat tip transition here. It was actually graded next to the magazine that it came with. And but this is awesome. They cannot reject it this time. So I just got to be careful that I don't snap off that saber. I'm been real careful with it, but I'm going to send it to be graded next to the box, so it'll look something like this inside of the acrylic. And I cannot wait to get this thing back. It's being shipped out. Actually, it's already been shipped out by the time this video is released. But I finally, the wait is over. And I'll tell you a little story also about this. I'm going on for a while, but it's a pretty interesting story. Somebody on eBay, and this is somebody from Europe, had this for sale. And the price point they had was a little bit higher than I wanted to pay. And so I reached out to them and asked, hey, would you be willing to, do this amount? And they said, hey, go take a look at my description in the eBay listing, and that's the way to contact me. So I go in there, and I can see that they kind of in a cryptic way put their email address so that the AI from eBay wouldn't be able to recognize that they've put their email address in there. So then I reach out to them on their Gmail account that I figured out, and they responded to me and said, listen, if you pay me outside of eBay so I can avoid the fees, I'll do free shipping. We'll get insurance on the item, and I will ship this out to you at the price that you asked for. And so I said, okay, I'll pay you goods and services. And they said, no, it's got to be friends and family. I don't want goods and services and to have those fees. And then, so now it's like, okay, I don't want to get scammed, right? And this is it's a chunk of money. So what I do is I take a look at their eBay account. Their eBay account has been around for like 15 plus years. They have 16,000 positive transactions. All the other items that they're listing they're all Star Wars items and all rare stuff like this. The name when I sent the email to the person and they responded, it showed their first and last name. And then when I went to the PayPal to make the payment and I put it in, it did match up with the exact same name. So nothing here has been shady or weird. Everything seems to line up as a transaction that's probably going to be okay. And so I took a risk. And I do not recommend this. I did a lot of research, felt comfortable with the transaction. And listen, if the person had tried to screw me over, there would be ways for me to break even with this person based on all the other items that they had up for sale. So I just felt comfortable with the transaction. And again, I don't recommend doing that. Try to always pay goods and services, but you're taking the risk if you send friends and family. So I sent the friends and family. He immediately sent me tracking. The tracking then was attached to my email address, so it kept me up to date. I think it was in the Netherlands. I don't know where it was. Post office there, we've received the item. It's being shipped out tomorrow, and I just got updated the entire time. And then it showed up. Here it is. It's the exact item that I paid for. It's legit, and it worked out. Dodged a bullet with that one. I know this has gone on forever, but again, I just don't recommend doing that unless you feel extremely comfortable with the situation or you're okay losing the amount of money that you're sending to somebody, friends and family. So there'll be a unboxing of some sort that comes out once I get this item back. I've got a bunch of items at CAS right now that are up and being graded, so I'm going to get this to them quick so I can get it all back together, and we'll have a CAS boxing coming up down the road, maybe in a few months, to show all of these items. Okay, that's it. What a bunch of amazing items. We had that Dutch clipper Vader. We finally are going to have a success. the third time is the charm. Fingers are crossed that CAS is going to get that, box it up, it's going to accept it, and I'm going to finally get a Dutch Clipper Vader in my collection. We had the Jabba the Hutt playset loose graded that went along with my boxed one that I'd sent off from a previous CAS unboxing video that you guys have seen, and a bunch of other amazing items. It was quite a haul. It's not as big as some of my other months. I've slowed down the spending, but hopefully I'll be able to continue these types of videos that I'll bring in enough things to make these once a month videos interesting for you and to show some cool items. And if not, we're going to continue with those CAS unboxing videos. We'll continue with the eBay listing videos. We'll do some collection stuff that you've seen in all my past videos. So those videos will continue to keep happening. And future videos, I think this next Sunday coming up is that lost CAS unboxing video that I forgot that I made. I've announced it a couple times in some recent videos, but I was making a CAS unboxing video, which you saw the thumbnail in the beginning of the video for, and I realized, what is this other video on my phone? And I realized, oh my gosh, I filmed a video and I never released it. So that CAS unboxing video will be coming soon. It'll be this Sunday, and I'm getting that one all edited and prepared for you guys. And that one's going to be amazing too. There's all kinds of Mexican bootlegs that are graded, a bunch of incredible Star Wars items. You've got to check the video out. And the way to do that, to make sure I'd already announced it in the beginning, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. That bell notification will notify you when all of the content comes out. It's every Sunday and it's every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Those videos come out. But if you hit that little bell notification, you'll get that little pop-up on your phone or on your device, and it will tell you Star Wars Daddy's just come out with another video. I also want to thank you again. I can't tell you, it's unbelievable. I am so thrilled to be at 500 subscribers. It's amazing. The support is always there. I get messages all the time, and every single comment, which is actually one of the most important things you can do, is commenting down below. I respond to every single one of them. Make sure, if you could, before you leave, let me know what you liked about the video. Which items did you think were incredible that I brought into the collection? What are some things you'd like me to pick up? Comment down below. Let me know, and I will make sure to respond to every single one of those. Again, you guys, I appreciate all the support. And until the next time, who's your daddy? Videos that show them selling those things on hey, can we get her to stop running around?